Marhaba, my name is Sheba and welcome to my channel. This is See Like Sheba. You see I'm trying this bathing suit top another way. I think this is also a very cool way and, like a little more supportive, I guess, but just as freaking cute. Hi, how are you doing? You guys good? Having a good Wednesday? I'm having a great Wednesday. Okay, here's a thing that's been coming through. Let me share it with you. You can't rush the process. Why did that feel like it came out weird? You can't rush the process. You can't rush the process, babe. So stop trying. It's just going to tucker yourself out. It's just going to frustrate you. You keep trying to rush the process, a process that can't be rushed. And so you're going to be stressed out. It's like, okay, so what do I mean by process? Really, any kind of process. Growth, ascension, changing the 3D reality, reality creation. All of these things are processes. It takes a little bit of time to have the intention of the thing and then for it to appear in this 3D reality. And some of these processes take longer than others. But it's all about kind of like how you wait, because however long these processes do take, they will not be rushed. Nature will not be rushed. The seasons are not going to be rushed. Okay. So when you're in this, I thought of this because I know I'm going to be famous. We already know it. I talk about it all the time on this. But I know I am here for immense wealth and to be admired and recognized for my wisdom and brilliance and authenticity and my aura. Okay. I know that's going to happen. I know I will be not just wealthy, I'll be famous. But it's a process like any other. And so I'm like, oh, I want it to be now. I also know I'm going to be an overnight success. It will seem overnight maybe to even me and to other people. They'll go from not having heard of me to seeing my name everywhere. But just because it feels like overnight doesn't mean it was actually overnight. Actually it was a process that, has been started. I'm towards kind of the end of the process, but, this process takes longer than what we think. We'll see maybe the end result of it, but we won't see all of the steps and time and things that twists and turns that went into it. So we might not realize that it's a process, but it is, babe. Okay, and so when I know I'm going to be an overnight success, I have to resist the urge to try to rush the process to fame. So I know I'm going to be famous. So I have to resist the urge to post again, to be oh, okay, this video I didn't go viral. So let me do another one. Maybe this one will go viral. Maybe this one will go viral. And I have to keep just doing it. And no, I have to remember, I've probably already created the thing that will go viral, that will, snowball me into my fame, my inevitable fame. And so if I really believe that, I don't have to rush to do more. I don't have to rush to put out more content because I'm afraid that I haven't done enough to bring the manifestation into this reality. Okay. So you really have to, what did I say? You have to disregard the fear that if you don't do more, you won't get the desired result. You have to just know that you've done enough. I always use this, Amazon, you put in a delivery, you order something and maybe it's in back order. So you don't exactly know when it's going to come to you, but you know that you have done enough to receive your manifestation. So you don't have to keep calling the company to see where it's at. You don't have to keep calling the post office. You don't have to keep tracking the package. You know it's going to arrive to you. So just relax, babe. Focus on something else. What's the point of stressing about it now? You've already done all you need to do. So disregard the fear that if you don't do more, you won't get the result. Trust that you have already done enough. And now your job is to relax and stop trying. you have to stop trying to receive. Okay. So I was thinking about it, several different examples. One, okay, when you're traveling to go somewhere, on Monday, we went to visit a friend, meet up with a friend, and we got stuck in crazy traffic. So it made this trip that was supposed to take an hour, took us over 2.5 hours, almost 3 hours to get there. Okay. And so, we're lucky. We work from home because our job is to be ourselves and to anchor the light and anchor this high vibration into this new reality. So we can do that from home. So, I don't usually have to be in a commute. So I have a higher tolerance for the commute. When I was in that commute though, I was like, oh my God, I can't imagine having to do this every day. I can't imagine telling myself that I have to do this commute every day, that I have to spend at least 2 hours there and back, just in a car traveling to get to the destination, to the destination. I have to spend 2 hours in a portal away from the thing, being with my family, being at home, being at the event, being at work, whatever the thing is. Okay. And so we've all been in traffic, and when you're in traffic, if you have this anxiety about, and then this stress, and this fear, but there's nothing you can do to make it go faster, to get to your destination faster, to get through the portal faster. So, you can stress all you want and try to, go into another lane and get a little bit ahead and, find another exit and try to put in a different route on your navigation app. You can do all that, but it's not going to get you there any faster. You can't rush the process of travel. You can't rush the process of portaling. You can do what you can on the front end. And then you can do what you can while you're in the portal to make it feel like you're going faster, or to better be able to handle the process. But once you're in the process, you kind of have to let the process do its thing. And so, with traveling, with traffic, there's nothing really you can do to make the time pass faster. But there is something you can do to make it pass by slower. You can complain about it. You can be really anxious and annoyed at it. You can get really mad. You can start a really difficult, intense conversation with whoever you're in the car with. You can do all of those things if you want to make the time pass slower. But I bet most of us are trying to make the time pass by faster. So if you are, in the car already, in the traffic already, and you're not driving, go to sleep, go to take a nap. You want to do something that you don't usually have this time to do. And think of it that way. Think of it ooh, you've just freed up 2 hours of time that you didn't realize you had. Now, if you're in the passenger seat, you can sleep. None of us are sleeping enough. None of y'all are sleeping enough. I'm probably sleeping as much as I'm supposed to. But most of us are not sleeping enough. So go take a nap, because what happens when you do that? You'll probably open your eyes and be like, oh my God, I'm at my destination. Here I was stressed about the traffic and it feels like 5 minutes. I didn't even sleep enough. So, that's what you do if you're not driving. If you are driving, I know it's extra tempting to try to rush the process of traffic. Try to, get into a different lane and get off at this exit, or, go a different route, or complain about it, or curse at everyone. It's tempting to do that when you're driving, but I think a better use of your time is to enjoy yourself, babe. You're in this traffic for a reason. Maybe the reason is because you're supposed to learn how to enjoy waiting. You're supposed to be like, man, I was trying to listen to this new album that came out. Let me listen to it now. Or I was trying to read more. Let me put on an audiobook. Or I want to just connect with the universe. I want to meditate. I want to just roll down the windows and listen to the birds, Yeah. So, Disregard the fear, though, that if you don't do more, if you don't do something, that you're not going to get there on time. Or that the end result will not happen unless you do all this stuff. No, babe, doing too much. Chill, relax, have fun. Okay. Another thing that it made me think of was jury duty. I had to do jury duty a couple months ago, and if you're not picked for a thing, you just like sit and wait. And so they put a movie on, a couple of movies on, as you wait to see if you're needed. And so at first, everyone was fine, but like towards the end of the day, towards 2 p.m., people were starting to get restless because we kind of know we're not going to be called in, but they don't just let you go home, even if, you're not called in. So some of the people were starting to get like rowdy. They were starting to get like, they were walking around and they were like being like, what happens if I just leave? What happens if I go? And like, I think like they sent a thing. They're like, if you leave like before you're, dismissed, you're going to have to come back. So they're like, we're going to threaten you with more waiting if you don't just wait a little bit right now. And so like, I was like, great. I get a day off work. I get time to read my book. I can see what the people are like, what the other Baltimoreans are like. And it was a really fun time. And I got to, great. Like I'm always around Billy. So I was like, great, I'm going to have a couple of interesting stories to share with Billy that I don't typically have because I'm not usually in this little waiting room, literally, for jury duty. Okay. So you can be huffy about the wait, or you can just accept it. It's literally up to you. You can choose. Okay. Last thing, which of course, the process of creating a child. Okay, so like once you have copulated, once you have, mixed burping, silent burp. Okay, once you have mixed the semen and the egg, shaking it up, like you don't really have to do anything. Nature takes its course. Other processes do their thing. So now all you have to do, if you are the person who is going to give birth, you can get your health together. You make sure you're doing good. You don't have to really do anything else. You don't have to keep mixing the egg and sperm. You've already done the thing. Now the process has already started. So now you just have to wait. And you got to wait happily, patiently. I saw that there are a lot of health outcomes that come from like how relaxed and safe the mother feels, So when the kid is in your utero, they are still very much affected by what is going on with the mother, by the mother's internal regulation. So babe, relax. If you're, you've started the process of childbirth, you don't have to go, oh God, when's it going to come? Oh, let me make sure I've done all of these things. You can do that. But, you at least with childbirth, you have a general idea of when you're going to get the end result. And you can do what you can to prepare beforehand. And during, though, you kind of got to just enjoy yourself. You got to enjoy the process. You got to enjoy the growth, enjoy the evolution. Know that you can't make the baby come any faster. You probably can a little bit, but nothing significant. So if you can't do anything to make the process faster, know that you can make it go slower. You can stress yourself out. You can be afraid every moment. You can be like, oh, the unknown, I don't know. Or you can feel like you've never done enough. And so you keep doing more. You keep taking more classes. You keep buying more things just in case, you can spend those 9 months that way, trying to rush the process. Or you can just enjoy it. 14:44 on my timer, as I just said that. And especially with childbirth, it is a thing that you don't want to be stressed. It's already a stressful enough, life and death situation. So don't create more stress for yourself just because that's what we've been told, that we're supposed to be stressed, that our hormones are supposed to be this, and you gotta relax, okay? You're right where you're supposed to be. And you can't rush it. Okay, so you can prepare to an extent, but otherwise relaxing is incredibly important. So stop trying to control everything. Use this as an opportunity to heal your wounds on control, heal your control issues, your need to micromanage and control every aspect and people's reactions and people's perceptions. This is your time to heal that wound. Okay, so when you stop trying to make something happen and instead focus on doing something enjoyable, you'll arrive at your destination before you even freaking know it, babe. You can't rush the process, but since time is made up, you can change your perception of how long that process takes and of how arduous the process is. Because when you stop trying to make something, when you stop being like, oh, I've got to do more to make this thing happen. I've got to do more to bring about the fulfillment, the culmination of this process. You're going to stress yourself out. A watched pot never boils. Doesn't mean the pot will literally never boil if you're watching it. It just means it's going to feel like a really long time because your focus is on the process. While the process is happening in these microscopic ways that you might not even be able to perceive, and your attempt to perceive the microscopic changes are just stressing you out. It's not having any effect on the process, on the water boiling, on the child being birthed. It's just stressing you out. Good vision. Thank you, Fabio. Eco Quileta. That's an interesting name. I love that. Trying to rush the process. This is because it's better to be safe than sorry. Better to be safe than sorry. Sometimes when I've been stressed about something, like when I've been cooking, I'm kind of newish to cooking. And so when I'm doing a recipe, sometimes I'm afraid they'll be like, oh, it takes only a teaspoon of salt. And I'm like, no, that can't be right. And so I'll put in more salt and I'll put in more seasoning to try to make sure that it's flavorful enough. Better safe than sorry, right? But I don't really think I'm safe if I'm doing all this stuff. And because I'm trying to do all this stuff to make me feel safe, I'm going to be sorry. I'm going to have a salty ass dish that I can't even eat. That's what I hate more, when I've done too much and I've ruined it. Me meddling, me being unable to trust is the thing that caused me to be sorry. So when if I were in this, in traffic trying to get to this place and I spent the whole time trying to, can you speed up? Can you go around? Can you try to take this other route? Can you do this? It would not have rushed the process. It would not have made me feel safer. And when I got there, at the time I was meant to get there, I would have been mad at myself for making the ride so unpleasant. Maybe my job was to enjoy the ride, and the driver was playing awesome music. And instead of noticing, wow, what a cool playlist that has just come to me. Instead, I spent it trying to, I don't want to be sorry. So I got to make sure babe, nah, you don't need it. Relax. It's all taken care of for you. You've already done enough. Now the universe needs you to relax and receive. Sit back and receive. The universe is trying to pour into you, but you keep going, oh, no, I'm not ready. I gotta be safe. I gotta do all this stuff. And the universe is like, babe, you just have to receive the safety. Just receive it. Don't rush. Stop trying to rush. It's also like when I'm doing a thing and then someone is trying to rush me, I do the thing worse. When someone is there oh, have you done this? Have you forgotten? Don't forget this. It messes it up. because like now I'm doubting myself and I'm like, oh wait, maybe I do have to do all this stuff, and I'm doubting the vision now. I'm not trusting the process. This person is not trusting the process, and they're making me stressed. So anyway, my loves, I love you so much. I'm going to talk some more about other stuff today, maybe. Because I just love talking to you guys. I love sharing with you. And sometimes I like to do it when I think the kids are in school too. Because sometimes, oh God, the teen boys, people, if you're not going to raise these kids right, please abort them. God damn it. Because then they end up on my channel, taking out their weird, insecurities and abandonment issues onto me, a strange earth angel who is just here to try to help you hoes. Okay? So, anyway, I love you all. Bring your forehead up against the screen really quick, okay? I love you. And this is all made up. 21:11, as I say that on my timer. Yeah, babes, this is all made up, okay? And yeah, so you have control over how you get through the portal, of whether you go through a portal and of how you get through a portal, be it traffic, be it childbirth, be it just a day, passing time. So make it up, and make it up in a way that benefits you. If you're in traffic, don't be like, oh, I'm going to be late and it's going to be terrible and they're going to think all bad of me. Think of it as a good thing. Great. I have more time to relax. I have more time to get my face together. I have more time to get in the zone and stuff. Everything is for you. So, and everything is made up. So make it up how you want to make it up, babe, and stop trying to rush the process. The pot is going to boil, but it's going to boil faster if you don't watch it. So go focus on something else, babe. Go focus on doing what you want to do. Go focus on something else. Okay. I love you all. Salam. And yalla.